Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the year of 2024. First card out for you is the King archetype. Very, very powerful. And I'm going to read it for you from the book. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of the human experience, the king presides over all of it. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. So I am right off the bat seeing some big decisions about your life as a whole and like everything going on in it. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you towards peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. There's not much middle ground. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego, yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. So in its lights, this archetype represents benevolence, divine leadership, service, and nobility. And then its shadow attributes are oppression, misuse of power, and corruption. So you have a lot of power this year, Scorpio, and I am seeing you making decisions not only for yourself, but also for other people is what I'm seeing here. Making decisions for something greater than you. So this could be like making decisions for a family, making decisions in the workplace if you're in a leadership role. If you're not in a leadership role, you may be achieving a leadership role and making decisions for that workplace. And, you're being asked to rule in benevolence, essentially, and consider how your actions affect everyone in your life, not just yourself. So that is interesting. Next, you have lightning coming out in reversed, okay? The formidable electrical discharge of a lightning bolt brightens the sky and strikes the earth, accompanied by the mighty sound of thunder. This phenomenon has a positive aspect. The light illuminates the earth and the psyche, but there is a destructive side as well. The bolt can burn and even kill if it's too strong. So this came out in reverse for you, all right? Which it means that the spirit of lightning has some sort of medicinal healing that it's offering you for 2024. And it says, life has gifted you with a destiny that is in alignment with your passion and in harmony with all of existence on earth. How beautiful is that? The thing that you're passionate about is in alignment with the highest healing and vibration of this planet. What a gift. Now lightning has come to jolt you into accepting your destiny. Let this initiation release what is in the way of you fulfilling your life purpose. Otherwise, you'll be bound to your karmic fate. This is a time to be courageous and daring. Wow. You're being asked to make really bold choices when it comes to your life path because you have something that you are passionate about, that you want, but you are going to be required to make big, bold changes with it. I am seeing, Scorpio, some of you may be making huge moves that will have you consider, I'm going to be moving away from people who care about me. But, your passion lies elsewhere. Your passion lies in this travel, in this move. This could also be, something like a career change or, even changing of a relationship, changing of a dynamic, or taking on something that you feel so passionate and right about. But you're scared because, you're overly concerning yourself with the well-being of other people and how they'll, receive this change. And I think you're underestimating how okay people can be without you. I don't know why that message is coming up. So maybe some of you guys are literally moving on, and you're just worried that you're leaving behind people and they're going to be sad. They're not going to do well without you. And I think you are overly worried about that. I think you need to give the person or the people more credit because they'll be fine without you. Okay. All right. Your animal spirit is the crow. Okay. And I picked an animal spirit to see how you will move in 2024. And the crow spirit connects deeply with all shamans, mystics, light bringers of this planet. And, they move seamlessly throughout the physical realm and the spiritual realm. So you are having a very strong spiritual standpoint when it comes to how you move. I'm also seeing you, again, like seeing things from the perspective of the bigger picture and what you want in your life long term and making very big decisions based off of that. Wow. And you're trying to make these decisions that will bring you joy and passion, also helping out the planet, but also taking into consideration the people around you. Some of you guys may be in a very powerful position in your career, or like your life path may take you away from family. How do I put this? It's like you may spend a lot of time working on your passion, working on your purpose, okay? And you may be thinking like, or feeling guilty, like, oh, what if I don't spend enough time with the children, or, you know, with my family, or with whomever? And Spirit's saying, you know, living your best life and being passionate about something is also a good way to parent, or a good way to exist in this world, because it is inspiring for your kids, you know? People who grow up in a household where the parent was working really hard, working all the time, and they were happy about what they were doing, the work that they were doing, you know, that is equally as impactful as having a parent who's there all the time taking care of said child. You know, that encourages independence. That gives the example of, okay, like I should also grow up and do something I'm passionate about, and it instills a hard work ethic in that person, in that child as well. Not saying that all of you are, you know, parents, but I don't know why I'm talking like this. Maybe a lot of you are parents. So stop feeling guilty about leaving people behind, because as long as you're living in alignment with your truth, your passion, and your happiness, that spreads to other people as well. And it gives other people permission to do the same. You know, I always like to say, you know, children, for instance, would rather have you single and happy and living your best life than in a failing, awful relationship, miserable, and trying your best to like hold a miserable situation together for their benefit. It's really more beneficial to just have, you know, you be happy, you know, and driven and have purpose. Even if you may not be able to spend as much time with people, even if you may not, you know, be this perfect, like all giving figure, like no. Anyways, moving on. We're going to get 12 cards, 4 rows of 3. First card out for you is the 9 of Cups. Exactly. Your personal happiness should be coming first, because that's what rubs off on people. I am seeing inner contentment and passion is a huge theme of this year ahead, and you're being asked to be a little bit more selfish in a good way, you know, not the opposite of people pleasing, you know, filling your own cup up, making sure that you're happy. I'm also seeing a higher degree of independence, being able to take care of yourself. And also, like I was saying, it feels like, you know, you may be distracted or, you know, passionate about something that's taking a lot of your time, energy, and focus. And, you know, that instills independence in other people. You know, when you're constantly just giving to everyone in your life and not to yourself, not to your passion, you know, that's not good for anybody, because that enables, you know, weak behavior in the people that you're giving to, you know. It prevents them from being their own person and independent, and it prevents you from being your own person and being independent. So stop enabling is what I want to say there, and keep enjoying your own personal path and happiness and all that. Don't let the guilt of like not being as available to people stop you from living your best passionate life is what I want to say. I'm also seeing that mental health is looking pretty good this year, at least in the beginning of the year. There's a lot of happiness. Second card out, we have the 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Scorpio, I'm getting this like waiting period for you for like January, February. So I don't know if you're like waiting for a certain event to take place or a certain change to happen, and it's kind of like you're just in this, like, not like a purgatory, but like there may be like a bigger change happening later, or like maybe like April, May time, I don't know, March, we'll see. And so I'm seeing like January and February, it's like, you know, just relaxing, keeping your routine up. The month of February does feel very like routine, like hibernation. It will be like deep winter for a lot of us, so that makes a lot of sense. And I'm also seeing like a lot of spiritual connection, meditation is needed. You're being asked to get enough sleep. You're being asked to take care of your physical needs, okay? Especially during this winter time. Like, was I just telling you or the other sign? I was talking about like going outside each morning and just like looking at the sky, looking at the sun, and how that regulates like your whole body. And it's like one of the best things you can do for your body. I'm seeing that, like, make sure you're taking care of yourself in February. If you need vitamin D supplements, like, get those supplements. You know, go look at the sun, not like, you know, in a way that's gonna harm your eyes, but, you know, get your exercise, get your sleep, your food, everything. Like, just make sure those physical requirements are being met without overdoing it. Like, don't burn yourself out, exercising, you know, Oh, third card out is the Two of Cups. We see a very, very happy partnership. Okay, romance is in the air. It's in the reading. So whether you like it or not, there is romantic love here. There's also like a really strong best friendship that I'm seeing coming through here. A lot of happiness in your relationships, which I love to see. And you know, it does stem from you being happy on your own. Yeah. I feel like when you're living your best life, it really helps the partnerships in your life, the friendships, the other people. Like, even if you can't see them that often, as long as you're taking care of yourself and the quality of time that you spend together, like, is quality, that's all that matters, you know? So yeah, second row of cards out. We see the Five of Wands. I feel like you get confused in life, Scorpio, when you worry too much about other people and, you know, their well-being. I get this sort of like mother hen energy from you, and you're worried. Like, I feel like there's something you want to do, but again, it keeps coming back to like this sense of guilt. Like, but if I do that, I'll have less time for you, or I'll have less time for this, like whatever it may be. Some of you may want to go back to school. Some of you may really want to take on a job or make a move or something like that. And you're letting your fear of hurting other people by being less available in the flesh to them prevent you from making that decision. And Spirit's saying it's going to be such a shame if you let that, you know, be the source of you saying no to something that you really want. You know, don't live your life for other people. Live your life for you and what you're passionate about, what you're in alignment with, because your passions are already aligned with the highest level of healing and happiness and balance on this planet. So when you explore that passion, you are helping the planet at large, but you're also doing the best that you can, like literally the best that you can for the relationships around you. Because when you neglect yourself, you know, that can create resentment for the people who you are, you know, people pleasing or giving all that energy towards. All right, fifth card out. Everyone stay hydrated. Fifth card out. King of Pentacles. Okay, there's a significant earth sign in your life, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They feel masculine. For some reason, I'm just viewing this as like your best friend. For some of you, your best friend could be your partner, or it can literally just be a best friend. Some of you may even view your dad or your brother as your best friend. I'm just getting this as a best friend who is there for you. They love you. They support you. Here's the thing, guys. I feel like some of you are worried that you won't be able to give this person as much time or energy. Like, some of you may be literally moving and you're like, I don't want to move away from this person. Or like, if I go to school, I'm not gonna have enough time for this person. And let me assure you, you are underestimating how fine they will be without you. You might even be a little bit offended. Like, why are you so happy without me, huh? So your head is in the wrong place with that. This is also a really good prediction of money, stability, and security, which is great to hear. You know, I feel like your reasons for not doing something you want to do, it's literally only in your head. Like, you're saying, oh, that person won't be able to handle it. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm going to be fine. So that's just your own fears trying to make up excuses as to not go out of your comfort zone, because your passion's trying to guide you out of your comfort zone into doing something new. And you're sitting here using me as an excuse, like, oh no, like my best friend, like I don't want to, you know, not give them enough time and energy. And they're like, what kind of crack are you smoking? Like, literally go do the thing you love and stop dragging me into your reasons why you shouldn't do it. That's so funny. All right, sixth card out, the Empress. Oh my gosh, yes, divine feminine energy, getting what you want. There's a lot of optimism here. I'm also seeing you guys are really, really attractive at this time. Wow. I am seeing with the Empress and the King of Pentacles next to each other, there is going to be a big increase in your finances. Some of you may be getting multiple raises this year, or an opportunity with your job to move into a position that is higher ranking and gets more money. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. So that's really cool. I love that for you. Also, with the Empress coming out underneath the Two of Cups, if you are in a relationship, there may be talks of children, parenting, and you know, pregnancy. Okay, so that's just something that you may talk about, or like whatever you're trying to birth with your partner, okay? It doesn't have to be a child. This could also be a business or an idea to travel a lot. It feels like there's some sort of big manifestation coming through in your closest relationship, whether that's romantic, platonic, whatever. Like there's some sort of thing that you're birthing with this person, whether it's an idea, business, child, whatever. So that's very, very exciting. I love that for you. And this shows overall abundance coming through, like straight up. A lot of these cards show confidence, solar plexus chakra energy, life force energy moving through you, and just happiness, you know, an increased sense of abundance, which is great. So moving on to the third row of cards, seventh card out. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. Wow, right underneath that Five of Wands. Okay. So I am seeing a lot of healing taking place, a lot just generally improving in your life. The things that once stung you before seem not to sting you. Also, one thing I'm seeing here is that people criticizing you doesn't hurt you as much anymore. I'm seeing for some reason, like you're a lot less sensitive to criticism, which is great. And you don't take constructive criticism to heart. Some of you may be putting yourself in a position where you are going to be constructively criticized a lot more. For example, like you may be putting your work out there. Like if you have a YouTube, for example, I'm just saying that because we're on YouTube. If that YouTube takes off, you're going to be exposed to more constructive and deconstructive criticism, okay? And you're becoming less sensitive to that. Or if you're taking on a higher position in your career, you know, there may be things that you're still learning, which means that you are going to be experiencing some constructive criticism. If you're going to school, same thing. And I feel like you're becoming less sensitive to that, which is great, okay? Eighth card out for you. Okay, we have three cards that just popped out. We have the Six of Cups. There's a lot of happiness here. I mean, look at this, guys. You have the Nine of Cups. You have the Six of Cups. You have the Two of Cups. This is a very loving year. You're in love this year. Like the people in your life just make you so happy. Your friendships make you so happy. Like I can't. This is a long-term person as well. Six of Cups, King of Pentacles, because it's coming out on top. There's a long-term person in your life that's giving you a lot of happiness, and you're just overjoyed with how your relationship with them is morphing and changing over time. Beautiful. And any heartbreaks or disagreements that you once had in the past, like they're resolved now. Like you've exited the honeymoon phase with this person, and you are entering this phase of just like complete trust in each other, and just really enjoying the connection and having a lot of respect for each other and your differences and your autonomy, and loving the person that they transform and change into every day, because people are always changing, and you fall in love with who they change into every time they make a change. It's beautiful. And then of course we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. There's long-term love energy here for sure. A lot of you watching are probably already married or in a super serious relationship. Or even if you're not, it's like you have long-term really amazing friends or something. Like it could even be like a dog or a cat. I've had Mr. Pants for 14 years. Same energy, okay? Same energy. We completely trust each other, and we're there for each other, and I respect him, he respects me, not as like a pet and an owner, but you know, as two sentient beings, okay? Like we are there for each other, we're family. And I'm seeing that energy in your reading. It's like the honeymoon passionate phase is over. You know, that inconsistency, that can I trust them, can I not trust them? It's not there. It's just complete trust, complete love, and it feels so amazing. And this leads me to believe that this year you may be doing some sort of like milestones with these people in your life or with this person in your life, such as starting a business with them, getting married to them, having a family, talking about having a family. I am seeing a lot of Scorpio people talking about having a family this year, or, you know, the long-term plan here, you know, like let's travel, let's do this big trip, you know, to celebrate our friendship or whatever. You know, I'm seeing a lot of that. And again, let's just point this out. You have the Empress. Right underneath is the Ten of Pentacles. Right next to her is the King of Pentacles. This is a money reading, okay? There's a lot of money and a lot of long-term happiness in love this year. I mean, can it get any better? Like, you really don't have a single bad card here. I mean, the worst card here is probably the Five of Wands. And this just shows some like playful banter and like challenges, you know. And you know, they're not even fighting with swords. They're fighting with wands. You know, they're not hurting each other. They're challenging each other to be better people. And I feel like the people in your life challenge you to keep growing, which is what makes your connection to them so beautiful. And because you're both constantly growing, you're never bored in the connection. Like, you really cracked the code for a happy, exciting, and passionate long-term relationship here by constantly, like, both people constantly working on themselves, growing, and focusing on their passions. Like, when you're focused on your passions, you will always have passionate friendships and relationships. It's when you put your passions to the side and try to rely on your partner or your friends for happiness that relationships and friendships become dull and boring, because you yourself do not have any passion. You aren't focusing on your passions. When you're focused on your passions, even if they require you to spend less time with the people you love, the quality of your relationship will improve, I promise you, okay? Then final row out, we have the Four of Cups in reversed. Right underneath that, Three of Swords in reversed, okay? Now, Four of Cups is an interesting card because it does speak of the universe trying to give you a new emotional opportunity or offer, okay? And you are contemplating and you're like, no, I'm not sure. Like, I have enough. Like, I'm content with what I got. You know, why do I need more? Why do I need to keep moving and changing? And it's in reverse, which only amplifies that sort of discontentment, I guess you could say. And Spirit is saying, you know, there's going to be an opportunity for you this year, Scorpio. And we really want you to take it. We really want you to explore it, just to keep the passion alive, just to live your life to the fullest, okay? Because if you don't, you know, things can get boring. Things can get stagnant. So that's what I'm seeing here. Wow. Two more cards out. Let's see. We have the Page of Pentacles. It didn't really come out upright or in reverse, but I mean, you have so many positive money cards. Guys, your income, like 99% chance of it increasing. Not just like increasing to like grow with the economy and inflation. I mean a big increase. So some sort of investments you may be making may be really paying off. Or like there may be a really big jump in your income, a promotion, something like that. If you have your own business or some type of side hustle, you know, it may be really, really taking off this year as well. And I'm seeing commitment in general, like people committing to you, people wanting to work with you. You're very, very, very attractive. Like I said, you're in your Empress energy. In fact, the Empress was the only major arcana card in your reading. So she kind of like is the center of this reading. This is the energy you're in. This Empress energy, you know, of like just being like a goddess, even if you're a man, like embracing your divinity and being in that flow of abundance. Crazy. You have a lot of influence and power this week, or this week, this year. You even got the King card as well. And then, oh my God, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Guys, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? First and foremost, this is a commitment, okay? This is a solid thing that, like, solid proof of success, okay? Right next to the Page of Pentacles, right underneath the Ten of Pentacles, which is right underneath the Empress card, which is right next to the King of Pentacles. Like, look at all this. Look, it's too much for me to even show you. Look at all this. Money, money. Money, money, money. Okay, not only that, but the Pentacles represent people wanting to give to you gifts from the universe and the people around you, people wanting to commit to you long term is what I'm seeing here. Some of y'all are like deepening your relationship, your life partnership. I'm seeing life partner energy here, especially with the Two of Cups. There is a life partner. And like I said, it doesn't even have to be romantic. There's someone who is here with you through your entire life, or you're there through their entire life. For example, Mr. Pants, my cat, is a life partner. You know, I've been with him his entire life. He's been with me through a very significant chunk of my life, 14 years. I'm only 25. That's like a lot of years, you know? But obviously for a lot of you, this is a human we're talking about, but it doesn't have to be. Look, there's even dogs on this card. Okay. Wow. There may even be some sort of inheritance coming in for some of you. Support from your family, higher generations as well. I feel like your family as well is giving you permission to embark on some sort of new beginning that you want to go on. Because, you're afraid to focus on that and not them. And they're like, no, go for it. 100%, you have my blessing. You're getting someone's blessing on this path that you want. Wow, this is like one of the most positive readings I've done in a long time. And these are just the pentacles and the money, and like pentacles represent physical representations of our thoughts. It represents our physical life, and you have so many. So health is very, very abundant. This is a very healthy year for you, probably one of the healthiest years of your life. Okay. Same thing with money. You're probably making more money now than you ever had. Even if in the beginning of the year you're not, you may be getting so many promotions or like changes in income that it like suddenly becomes that. Or if you are married, or in a life partnership, your partner may be making more money than ever and giving you some sort of opportunity with that. You know what I mean? So, wow. I know who I need to hang out with this year. That's all I'm saying. It's Scorpio. We can go out to dinner. You can pay. That's what I'm saying. All right. With all this money you got, go ahead and get yourself a personal reading from my website, spiritpsychic.org. You can get a personal 2024 tarot and mediumship reading, which is up for a very limited amount of time. It's an hour-long video reading. Highly recommend it. We will get advice from your spirit guides and ancestors, past loved ones. And we will also... I've lost my train of thought. I'll answer any questions or topics that you want advice on. There's other psychic readings on my website as well, spiritual life coaching sessions, and my Goddess Energy Intention Oil. So go check all of those out. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs this year, this week, this month, on this channel. Watch for all those signs to get the fullest overview of the year ahead. All right. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.